Hello, and welcome to Coaching Corner with me, Tracy Forsyth. So, my question for you today is, when did you last clear out your sock drawer? Well, normally it's something that you do, I think, for most people when we're really bored. We've run out of things to do, which is rare, right? Or maybe when we're avoiding something, or miracle of miracles, when you finally have a free, rare afternoon. So you open it up, and there they are, your socks. And I don't know if you're anything like me. It's like, odd socks with no partners, tights that have got ladders in them, pairs that you forgot you owned. I mean, how many pairs of socks does one person need? And some that, some socks that are your favorites that you reach for every time, right? But sorting out your sock drawer is just really strangely satisfying, isn't it? You throw away what's worn out, you reunite what belongs together, and suddenly there's, more space. I've got one of those little divider things. So I put my black knee-length socks here, my sports socks here, my big whatever hiking socks in a different place. So everything is calm, all ordered. So you close that drawer with a deep sense of satisfaction. Yeah. So I know there's a lot of cynicism on LinkedIn and places like this about metaphors, the use of metaphors and life lessons. But, my feed has no place for cynicism. So I love a metaphor. And I think, your career and your life has its own version of the sock drawer. So it is, for example, the to-do list that you never quite get to, the conversations you might have been putting off, the habits and patterns that you've outgrown but still hang on to, the projects you've forgotten about but could bring fresh energy to. So I tend to avoid clearing out my literal sock drawer because I'm either too busy, feel I'm too busy, or I don't know, it just seems too big a task, just that one little drawer. But the truth is, when we don't make time, the drawer just gets messier. And no matter how many socks you've got, you can't find the right pair. Messy drawers apparently create messy thinking. Yeah, clarity of direction, clarity of vision. Do you have clarity of vision of your sock drawer? So listen, here's what both tidying your sock drawer and your metaphorical sock drawer could look like. So number one, discard what's worn out, holes in the socks, etc., out. In life, that commitment, that role, that belief that no longer serves you, let it go. You don't need to carry threadbare or holey socks or ideas around. Don't need it. So number two, you can reunite what belongs together. Do you have those socks that are particular, got a stripe here and you match it up with the other stripe, So what does that mean in life? Well, it might be that skill that you haven't used in ages. It might be that colleague or contact that you haven't spoken to for a long time. Is it time to reunite them, bring them back into the fold? You may also find surprising combinations that spark something new. Mix and match. So number three is to make room for joy. There was a time where all of us would wear black opaque tights. I say all of us in the loosest sense, but black opaque tights, and now I kind of think seasonally like, is it black opaque tights time? I actually I think I've got one pair of black opaque tights, but life is more than just black opaque tights or sensible black socks. Now, I love my knee-high black socks when I'm wearing trousers, but anyway, I digress. But the colourful ones, the ones that are kooky, the ones that have got watermelons on or whatever, they spark joy. So in the same way, life isn't just about that. It's making space for projects, people, passions that spark joy, that aren't just about the day-to-day. So the final thing I just want to talk about is if you do clear out your sock drawer, literal and metaphorical, you'll notice space, you'll notice more clarity, everything. It's a very Marie Kondo, take it out, always have something that if you're putting stuff back in, make sure it's got its own place. You know, you create room for things, for precious things, create room for the people, the things, the skills, the things that you want, the things that bring joy into your life. So, you know, really think about it like that, clearing out to create fresh opportunities, fresh thinking, and a lighter, freer you with the socks there to grab when you want them. So I think, you know, tidying your sock drawer, I love having done it. And actually, it's like a meditative process, isn't it? The actual literal tidying out your sock drawer. And metaphorically, you know, I think it's a reminder. It doesn't always take a massive life overhaul to feel more clarity of direction or more in control. Sometimes it's small acts, you know, like literally doing one drawer that really unlock the biggest sense of ease. So this week, maybe literally tidy your socks, clear out your sock drawer, and also think metaphorically too. You know, I think your future self will thank you. Take care.